Since 2017, a YouTuber named Phil has been documenting his solo hiking adventures on his channel, Hikeslam. His trips usually involve stunning views, survival tips, and peaceful nights under the stars. But one hike, the night before Thanksgiving 2021, took a turn into something far darker. Phil headed out on the Appalachian Trail near his home in Virginia for a quiet overnight camp. At first, everything was normal. But about 30 minutes in, he started spotting weird trash along the trail.
The weirdness continues. What the? And there's a dead duck here.
As he moved deeper into the wilderness, he found more disturbing notes. Cryptic poems, bizarre conspiracy theories, ramblings about undercover agents, even some disturbing biographical entries. Next to one pile of notes, a freshly dead duck. Not rotted, just dead. Then, just 20 yards away, a tarp, a fire, an active campsite. Someone was still out there. Soon after, Phil ran into two women on the trail. They looked nervous and asked if he had seen anyone suspicious. When Phil mentioned the notes and the fire nearby, they panicked and begged him to walk with them back to their car. Feeling uneasy himself, Phil agreed, and then doubled back in the opposite direction to find a safer place to camp. That night, at a shelter miles away, things seemed to settle. Phil lit a fire, made dinner, and relaxed. Then, he opened the shelter logbook.
Almost every shelter on the Appalachian Trail has a shelter log. This writing looks almost exactly like the writing that was on that garbage a couple of miles from here.
Inside the log, he found the exact same handwriting from the notes he'd seen earlier, in a shelter 2 miles away. The entries were full of twisted ramblings, mentions of jail time, Bible verses, grave robbery, and someone named Mrs. Wolf. The guy who wrote it clearly wasn't stable. Just before bed, Phil found one last note dangling from the ceiling in a half-empty Gatorade bottle. It read, "Watch out for Yeet Mouse. The dead do walk and talk." And then, footsteps. In the middle of the night, Phil heard someone walking near the shelter. He peeked out and saw a man with a headlamp, silently circling. Not waiting to find out who it was, Phil packed up and hiked straight back to his truck in the dark, constantly checking over his shoulder. He made it home safely. But to this day, no one knows who left those notes, or what might have happened.